Okay, so yeah, you were a facilitator. I remember. I can't remember which GA I first saw you facilitate at, but I remember that you were involved with that early on, and that's the first thing that you got involved with there, right? Was just facilitation.
Yeah.
And then where did you go from there?
Facilitation led to, well, it didn't lead to it, but I was always spending a lot of time at base camp. I had my bus parked there, and so I was organizing a lot of that production of things and organization of the recycling and waste and all of that. And
for the folks who like, for the occupiers that didn't have base camps, like what was base camp?
Well, base camp is this random piece of property that two guys have been renting for a while. One has a business, the other one used to have a business, and it's just like a bunch of space with a bunch of extra stuff all over it that people have just left there over the years. On East Cesar Chavez, which was only a couple of miles away from where we were all hanging out at City Hall. So this warehouse ended up becoming the kitchen for everyone who was fed every day for a long time, and it was also a place where people camped out in the back if they didn't want to be at City Hall, or perhaps they got a criminal trespass and couldn't be there. And I had my bus parked there, and I had people staying there. I wanted to be like a woman's safe haven. It didn't work out that way because I wasn't there all the time to man it. But nonetheless, I was spending so much time there that when the food magnet, the original one, decided, this was someone who organized the cooking and all of that, decided she didn't want to be involved anymore, I ended up stepping into that role because of my close proximity and what have you. So that was the next thing that I did.
Okay, so yeah, it was the facilitation and then the food, and then you got arrested with a bunch of other folks defending the food table around Halloween. What do you feel like? I mean, what was the significance for that of that for you? That first
of the 31st.
Yeah, that first sort of big arrest here in Austin.
That was so intense. It was really intense because we were all so in it together, and it was so much power behind so many people, like standing up for what they really, really felt was right at that moment. And it really brought everyone together a lot, and it showed us what we could do. You know, even though they did arrest us, like, we only got stronger because of that situation. So really, that was like a very significant happening at Occupy, being arrested on Halloween, because it just changed everybody's world. It showed them how aggressive and malicious the police departments can and will be if they don't want to hear what you have to say. So
tell me some more general impressions, general ideas. Like, what did you think about Occupy? Why did you think it was important enough to sort of risk arrest? And what was your motivation going out to Houston? Why do you feel like you wanted to participate in that action out in Houston?
Well, we all got very close. It became a family very quickly. And so when the Houston port action arrived, it was this reason to be in solidarity with an even larger body of people, you know, like spread over on the other side of the country. It's like even people that far away want to stand up for the same thing we're standing up for, and we're like spreading this, you know, we're creating double the awareness by like uniting together and being really strong in it. Like you could feel it in yourself, you know, getting that need for community met in such a powerful way, even though it was kind of intangible, just an idea, you know. Those people in Cali were going to be doing the same. And so, I mean, I had to be there. I had to be a part of that.
And what do you think, what was, like, you know, when we get right down to it, like, what was your role in that day? Like, were you part of the planning process? Like, tell us about like how you were involved with that action, and then what was it like and where it wound up.
I had nothing to do with any of the planning. I really had no idea what was going to happen. I, at that time, was just very into acting in the present moment, what I was feeling, and being very passionate about it. And I went there and was honestly filled in on the details, like that day. What we were doing, who we were fighting against. I had this level of trust for for the movement, just in general, really. And when I say this, I wish that it had been otherwise, but that's just so true, is that I had all the confidence in the world that there wouldn't be this humongous action happening if it wasn't like really real. And there's just so much to fight against, so I just went. And I was filled in on all of those details that day by Remington, in fact. He was a big Houston voice present. And I didn't really think I was going to be doing more than, holding a sign and yelling and expressing my passion. And I met Millie. And Millie was really pumped up and really ready to do whatever she had to do. And she jumped on the lockbox train, and we started talking about it, and she infected me with her passion, and I decided to do that with her.
Yeah, I think that's part of the case with a lot of folks. Like I myself didn't know about those lockboxes until the day of the thing, until I saw them starting getting unloaded from like that van or whatever. And so I was surprised, but again, kind of trusting in the notion that they kind of checked it out.
Indeed.
So okay.